come here and SSH. So what's the command? SSH at SSH as EC to user at server. Okay, I wanted to copy, but let me just 3.91.152.7. All right, permission denied. So it's time to find out why this comes up. All right, so permission denied. EC2 is 3.91.152. The IP address is correct. Public key. Let me find out about that public. I did before, but okay. So password EC to only root can specify user path. ED means switch user to the password. Changing password for EC2 user. No need. Okay. I'm here. Okay, so that is done. And then we go to
SSH.
SSH. Let's quickly check those keys again. Let me go to Etsy or to use the iOS method. Just copy the whole password authentication. Yes.
Yes.
Did we mess up this file in any way? No.
I think it's the public key. The public
Yeah. But we're just checking around because I've checked that public key twice.
Yeah, we changed it when it was still in SSH1. So we'll put the
okay. At least we know that this one is okay. So let's exit here. Escape. We need to save. No need to save. All right. So far so good. We check public key. Let me go back to EC2. Switch user to EC user and then CD. Switch working directory. ls minus LA. Okay. So you said this. So public key will be inside here. cd.ssh ls minus LA. Okay. I'm seeing something. So, but before I check that, let me quickly check public key. Cat public key. Okay, so we have this in case we need it. We have it here. Now let us see this. What do we have inside here? This one should have the key of the other one. What do we have inside?
Has no key. Yeah.
Yeah, it has something. Server 1. What server are we on? This server 1 now.
Yeah, it should have server 2. Yeah.
You have server 2. This is the wrong one. Serving for server 1. All right, let's correct that. So let us edit this. Let us edit here.
Yeah.
And then instead, I didn't log in as a root. I'm not able to edit.
Yes.
Okay, let me exit. Control. I'm being on me.
Control C.
Escape. Hold on. No, don't save. Just quit. All right. So let's do sudo or better still, which is sudo su and then that. Is it really? Well, I'm not sure that was necessary, but so let's go. I have to. Okay. So let's go and copy. What are we copying from here? Did we remember to exit here? What are we copying from here? The public key of this. Where's the public key? ls minus LA.
We need to generate one.
We have not generated. That's why we're having problem. We don't even have we have not even generated the SSH. Okay. Well, let's do it successfully and then we'll correct the note and make it a permanent part of it. So at least we're able to do it one way now. So whatever we did to make it possible one way, let's try and make it. So what do we do now? SSH key gen?
Then we should cut into the authorized key first before we can. Because the other time I see us generate the key for both.
Yeah, let's do SSH key gen. No, SSH. Yeah. Okay. So ls minus LA. So cd SSH ls minus LA. So now what do we have now? We have the public key now. We didn't have it. So what do? We now do cat
ID.
That. All right. So we have for server 2. We copy all of
So I ran that same key on my computer. It does not allow me. It says such file or directory. No, there is no such file or directory.
Which one? This one?
I tried to run it on mine after I've generated the key.
I don't know the command. So this is server 2 now. Okay. So we have this. So let us right quit back. All right. So we are done. This is not Etsy file, so we don't need to restart. So what do we do now? I think that's all. Okay. Let us try again. Let us try SSH. So go back to SU. Switch user to what? EC to ED. There. Now let's try SSH now. SSH as EC to into 3.91.152.171. Permission still denied.
And he's saying public key.
I have a question. If a server generates a key and gives that key to the other server, is the server itself, is it supposed to have that same key stored inside of that
each other?
Yeah. No, not each other. Is it supposed to be stored inside of itself and then also stored inside of the Etsy directory in the other server?
Which key are you talking about? Is it the public key or the private key?
I'm talking about the key. When we did the key gen, we just the key pair. And that key pair from server 1, we copied that key pair and put it inside of the authorized key in server 2.
Yeah.
Right? So what I'm saying is, are we supposed to have that same key pair inside of the authorized key in server 1 that generated the key pair itself?
No, because for that purpose, the server 1 does not have authorized. Authorized key comes to play in server 1 if you now want to do it the other way around.
Okay. So, but in this instance now, we generated 2 key pairs, one for server 1 and one for server 2. And we exchanged both key pairs inside of the authorized keys for each of those 2 servers. And that's what we did here now. Is that right?
The first one was a mistake, but we just left it there and added the second one.
Okay.
But what we're just doing basically is we are looking for a solution to this problem. So just suggest a solution. So in looking for a solution, we are just trying all doors, anyone that opens, then once we can get out. So we cannot really see what is right or what is wrong now until something works, and then we document it to say, okay, this is it. So, all right. So I'll leave you. I'll leave this. I'll handle this. And I mean, this, first of all, this issues like this always come up. Sometimes you just think I've done this like how many times, so I shouldn't. But I mean, it comes up. So I'll find the solution and then I'll share it with you. But at least we're able to do it in one direction. So leave me to continue with this, with rectifying this. I'll find the solution and then I'll document it. Once I document it, and that's how I make my notes. This will never happen because in the notes you now know what to do. Let me find out why this permission is. So what have we done today? Today we've done networking, we've done this. So are you seeing my notes? And the services are coming to being able to access. All right, so we'll just learn how to copy files, to create files and do that. And then the next major thing we'll be doing will be what we started the last time. But this time, instead of I'll just show you how to install 1 or 2 services so that you learn the procedure that every time you want to, you can actually do this. I can give you this. But because I need to troubleshoot that other one, I don't want to teach you anything new until I get that one right.
So there is this question that I want to ask.
Huh?
I don't know if it's going to be useful for us. Like, why do we on our instances, on our virtual machine, why do we always use the public IP address? And at the same time, because I see that there are options of 2 different IP address. I don't know why we always like to use the public IP address.
So we'll do that in cloud. Cloud will teach you about IP addresses, what the private is for and what the public is.
And the public. Then again, when we were trying to spin our instances, there is a permanent key, but sometimes we decided to change the key for our instances. So what is the difference between that key that was generated and downloaded then and this one that we are using to ping before we can ping into our SSH that we need to do?
Essentially, it's the same thing. But how do you now copy a file that is already downloaded when Linux is asking? So this is a shortcut to just doing it. The other route is a longer one. And first of all, again, always remember that there's always more than one way to do something IT.
I know.
Yeah, another person will say, instead of creating it anew like we did with the single command, let me go and copy that. And then by the time it takes 5 steps to get the same result,